Yeah, so good day everyone. Welcome to another class with Chima Begotten. And I'm going to be talking today about what music is basically, how music has evolved and why and you're going to begin to see why we have issues with harmonies. A lot of people not really knowing what they are doing when it comes to harmony. Straight into it. Music today is more of contemporary pop. Everything has been squashed together. I mean, even in popular music, even in Afro, people there's a little mix of classical. I don't know if you listen to Asake, if you've listened to Asake before, or you've listened to Ira Star's Rush. Towards the end, you see all that plenty people singing vibe that you get and all of that. It had its root from classical and choir singing. Classical singing, which now evolved to choir singing, and now we have all of those. And so these people have, even in Afro, some that is very African, have been able to squish and mix some of these things up, mix some of the genres up. I mean, there's Afro rave. I heard there's Afro rave, which I think Rema is the pioneer, which is Afro beats and Bollywood kind of sound, and it's a thing. And so music today is a mixture of a lot of genres. Most of the ancient of these things, most of the things we've done, types of music that was done in times past, they've been brought back and remixed and gotten better. And so if you are doing music today, you hope to record, you hope to write, there is really no there's really no excuse. There's really no excuse of not knowing how to sing in harmony. There's no excuse of not knowing how to at least perform any of these genres properly. So that's the issue with music today. And so harmony becomes difficult because there's a lot of mixing up. There's a lot of mixing up. One of the first things before even going into harmony that I should talk about is the concept of melody. Melody is so important. It is the basic bedrock of a song. So, happy birthday to you. That is the melody of the song. So, if you are going to write any harmony, it's going to the branching out. Let me explain vocal harmony like this. For those of us that understand rivers, all of us should understand water bodies or rivers to an extent. So there's a major river. Then at some point, that river begins to break into different tributaries. I don't want to use plenty geographical terms. That major river begins to break into smaller streams, but all of them are fed off the same river. And if you notice in some of these smaller streams, you will find out that there's a relatively bigger, it may be bigger, it may be smaller, um, path that river takes that is in the original course of the river. You would see some other of the tributaries, some other of the little streams are broken out, and you'd be like, oh yeah, these ones are just streams breaking out of the river course. But this particular stream is the main course of the river. Now that stream is the melody. The melody can stand without any other part, any other tributary. Is the major thing, is the major point of reference for every other harmony. So any song, think of it. Give thanks with a grateful heart. That's the melody. I be common person, but my happiness still be my own, or something like that. That's the melody of the song. So the melody of the song is the major thing that stands out. Now, where we begin to get confused is when we begin to bring in lots of terminologies as regards harmony into the whole picture. Terminologies like alto, tenor, I'm a tenor singer, I'm a soprano singer, I'm a so and so singer. I'm going to treat that in the next video. So know that the melody is very important. And music is mixed. Music right now is a mixture of almost every other genre. I don't think any genre has stayed true to whatever it used to be. So music is a mixture of every other genre, and we have to take cognizance of this. We have to understand this before we move on to talk about harmony. I am laying these very important foundations because if I jump into teaching directly, we will still get confused. And I'm touching every point that that leads up to the final confusion. Now, making sure that I bring some clarity into it. So in the next video, I'm going to be talking about voice parts and voice classification. Thank you. See you in the next video.